Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking more about the penalty situation in Mexico as well as Lando Norris's improved form. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me and exit James's pit lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Lando Norris, and following the Zandvoort Grand Prix, it looked like Norris's teammate Oscar Piastri would be favourite for the title, but it's gone downhill for Piastri since then, and Norris's performances have improved. I mean, in Monza and Singapore, it looked like Norris had an edge over Piastri, and at the last two Grand Prix in Austin and Mexico, Norris has been miles ahead of Piastri, and at the most recent race in Mexico, Norris dominated the Grand Prix while Piastri was only in fifth. Now, following this improved form, Norris has taken over the lead of the standings from Piastri, with Norris ahead of his teammate by 1 point. So what's been behind Norris's improved form? Well, one thing is that he's turned off his delta display on his steering wheel. Basically, drivers rely on the data provided through their steering wheel display for real-time information on how their laps are developing. But in an unusual move, Norris has decided to stop using the information so he can simply focus on driving as fast as he can. With Norris saying, as quoted by Crash.net, "I've not had it since Monaco. I've never used a delta since in qualifying. Who knows if it would have helped me or made me worse. I think the thing when I don't have it is, I push no matter what. No matter how the start of the lap was, no matter how any corner was. I guess it's because you have no reference of maybe the overall lap time. You just always try and maximise every corner to the maximum. Otherwise, sometimes I just stare at it too much, and that's never the best thing. It's just nice because normally when it goes well, it's a pleasant surprise to see the lap time pop up when it's as good as this one." Now, another reason for the upturn in form is Norris's confidence in the car. Earlier on in the season, Norris wasn't as comfortable with his MCL 39, but at the Canadian Grand Prix in June, a new front suspension was offered to both Norris and Piastri, but only Norris decided to take it, and over recent months, Norris seems to have found a sweet spot he's happier with, and his performances have improved. And Norris also revealed that a key debrief with his engineer following the Singapore Grand Prix helped his recent resurgence, with Norris telling Sky Sports F1, as quoted by Crash.net, "Everything's about how I feel with the car. Last year I felt very good with the car, I could perform. This year I've struggled to get to grips with it. It's been incredibly quick, but it's clearly still difficult to drive. But when you get in that sweet spot you can make it work, and it's still something that over the last few weekends I've struggled with, even in Singapore. I mean, we had our debrief and we sat down for half an hour and like, guys, this is exactly the car I don't want. This is the reason why we can't win more races, why we're not going to win in the future, is if we keep having a car that doesn't give me what I need. This weekend, I just had a little bit more of what I need, and I can perform how I did this weekend. It's as simple as that." But let's move on to the penalty situation in Mexico. As we know, Lewis Hamilton was not happy with the penalty he received following his battle with Max Verstappen. Basically, on that one of the Grand Prix, you had Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Hamilton and Max Verstappen 4 wide on the rundown to turn 1, and at turn 1 Leclerc and Verstappen took to the grass, and then the battle between Hamilton and Verstappen resumed on lap 6. Basically, Verstappen went for a move down the inside into turn 1, Hamilton wasn't having it, battled through into turn 2, then Verstappen took to the grass and came out ahead of Hamilton. Then on the run down to turn 4, Hamilton tried to move on the outside of Verstappen but locked up and took to the grass. Now, Hamilton came out in P3 and pulled away, and the stewards deemed that Hamilton had left the track and gained a lasting advantage, and he was issued a 10-second penalty as a result. And after the Grand Prix, Hamilton said, as quoted by Planet F1, "Ultimately, I feel very let down by the governing body. It's double standards, as you can tell. It is what it is." Now, following the Grand Prix, Rebel advisor Helmut Marko gave his view on the incident, with him saying, as quoted by Autosport, "It's like in the past, when they come together, it's always action." And Verstappen also gave his view. Asked by DAZN for his take on the Hamilton incident, Verstappen said, as quoted by Planet F1, "That's racing. It's what we can do within the regulations. It's what the stewards allow us to do. It's been done to me too, so why shouldn't I be allowed to do the same? It's the same for everyone." Now, I've done videos in the past about the verdicts on Hamilton's penalty, and if you want to find out more, I'll leave a link to a video I've done in the description. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care, bye.